doing, everyone? Welcome back to Ghosting with Anya. I'm your host, Anya Smith, also the author of uh, my novel, Anya's Ghost Stories, Volume 1 and 2. In today's episode, I have my boyfriend.
Hello.
This is Chris. We are actually going to go to my hometown for 3 days just to see my friend. And then we are going to Cabo for a week. So I won't be posting any videos right here on YouTube. So on today's episode, we are doing, let's see. No, not The Shadow That Didn't Belong. That is our new story today. So I will be reading it as my boyfriend will be I don't know, getting some answers for that too. Depends. But
Sure.
So please click like, share, and subscribe, and check out my channel here on YouTube. So this is still season 3, and we are about to hit the road for a 3-hour drive to my hometown. So just sit back and relax. Please click like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Ghosting with Anya. So let's get started. And happy Christmas to you all. Thank you guys for following me on TikTok and on Instagram. Please continue doing that. So let's get started on the story right now. The Shadow That Didn't Belong, story number 12. Nora noticed it first while brushing her teeth. 2 reflections in the mirror. One hers, one lagging, whatever it is, half a second behind, but the shadow at her feet didn't match either. Well, that's going to be interesting. What do you think about that?
Very interesting.
It moved when she didn't, stretching toward the light instead of away. Every night it grew longer, darker, more defined. It began to hum, low, steady, vibrating. The floorboards, eventually it started to stand up. That's even creepier than that. I'm ready to see what's going on this shit.
Me too.
Yeah, so let's continue, guys, to get this story going, because my boyfriend and I are literally ready to drive all the way to Kearney for 3 days to see my friends, and then go back to Bellevue and getting ready to go to Christmas vacation in Cabo. So let's continue doing this. By the end of the week, she caught it sitting beside her on the couch, mimicking her posture. Exactly when she turned to face it, it leaned closer and whispered, "You've been standing in my light." Well, that's fucked up.
Yep.
It is kind of weird, and I would want to investigate this shit.
Me too.
Her house was found empty days later. The only thing left was a single shadow moving across the walls like it owned the place. Damn! That's strange. So, what do you all think about this story? What do you think about this story?
Good story.
Have you learned anything about it?
Not much, but I'm anxious to learn more from you.
True. Okay, so let's go with the questions. So, question number 1. This is for all people like you. and my future husband here. Um, what if shadows are the original owners of light? What do you think about this?
Definitely a possibility. It makes me wonder why old lighthouses are creepy.
Yes.
I'd love it if we could go see an old one that's haunted on our vacation.
I would love to go see it too. Um, I think it's probably the original owners who actually did live in the lighthouse. It reminds me, actually, when I've seen the Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures, there's a lighthouse episode where the lighthouse guy who had a couple of children who played in that lighthouse. And back in the 1800s, he was doing his job, making sure the lighthouse had plenty of bright light, so um, the people in the ships or in the boats would come and find a safe place to stay, something like that. The two little kids actually died in that place. So the investigation is part where they go and find out what's going on in the lighthouse, see people like spirits returning to the lighthouse and haunted, especially with kids playing around. And the well, the living is like freaking out, calling for help, something like that. But yeah, this happens a lot. I mean, if we go to the lighthouse, we are actually can experience all that shit. Hello, honey boo boo.
Hello.
Yeah, this is my man who just commented on here. So let's go to number 2. Was Nora replaced or merged? I think Nora must have somehow freaked out, or if she saw this shadow thing mimicking, it looked like maybe she's being replaced or merged. What do you all think about this? Leave me in the comments down below. If
I think she was
you do.
merged.
People have it. Well, you guys have it. My boyfriend says that Nora was merged, perhaps became the shadow herself. So, yeah, Nora was merged into a spirit world. So let's go to number 3. Why did the shadow need to make itself heard? Well, the reason why the shadow wanted to be heard is because the shadows are looking for the living to communicate with their own families. I mean, for instance, Christopher's grandparents passed away when he was young, very, very young, right?
I've had my grandparents alive for a while.
I'm talking about your mom's side. Like your mom's side, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Christopher's mom's side of the family, his grandparents passed away years ago, and somehow the spirits decided to try to communicate with him, and somehow Grandma Barrett's house is still, or Grandma Deb's house is probably freaking haunted.
Mm-hmm.
So Grandma Deb's house is literally haunted by the dead. Her late husband, Christopher's granddad, he is probably still haunting that place. So if you ever go visit Grandma Deb's house, which is my boyfriend's grandparents' house, if you go into the basement, you would literally feel all the paranormal activity down there. So if you think that it could be scary, that's your choice. It's not scary for us, but if we ever go to Grandma Deb's house to check out it, her basement, might as well investigate instead of running away like little girls.
Mm-hmm.
I am willing to go to Grandma Deb's house to investigate the basement and experience all the paranormal stuff if I want to. But right now, we're about to hit the road for a vacation. So let's do number 4. Spirits can be heard just by listening and do some investigations. That's what we're doing now. So right now we are doing this podcast, and my boyfriend is like helping me out with all the answers because we still need to figure it out our investigations.
Mm-hmm.
Get some new places, new like destinations, and some equipment. So yeah, let's go to number 4. Could the hum have been its heartbeat or hers? What do you all people think about this? For me, I think it's probably the heartbeat of a hum. Maybe like a spirit humming the song that is the only thing that heard when the final moment came when the person passed away. What do you think about this? The humming. Like, could the hum have been its heartbeat or hers? What do you think?
I think it was hers.
Well, my boyfriend says it was Nora's. Perhaps maybe Nora doesn't know that she's dead. We all think that, but, well, all these stories that I've read to you since the first season, they all have stories, and they pretty much all have something experience going on. They don't know they're dead, or somehow they have to go back to the beginning and see what's happening in their own versions, like in their own minds or whatever. They think they might still be alive, but no, they're not. They're dead. So, I think it was Nora's too. Let me know in the comments down below if you think it might be Nora's or it might be something else. Let's go to number 5. Do reflections protect us from what wants out? Do you guys think about this? I'm guessing yes, the reflections can protect us. If you see your own reflection, it might not be yours. If you see another reflection, it might be the spirit mimicking your reflection, your own features, and your own postures or whatever. It could take your own voice. Like, seriously, I'd say protect yourself somehow. Depends. Maybe salt or whatever. Mirrors can be a portal. If you have one mirror on this side and another one on this side, they can actually literally turn it into a freaking portal. I think it's a portal. That's what I'm saying. It literally can actually bring spirits from the other side and end up haunting our physical world. It actually can't protect us, but what do you think about it?
I think it can protect us.
Agreed. So, this is what I'm saying. If you have 2 mirrors facing each other, which means you are creating the portal for the spirits to come to our physical world and try to communicate with us, try to protect us from something, or try to I don't know, take back what was theirs before it was ours. So let's go to number 6 before I actually sign off, because we're about to leave. What happens when your darkness learns to walk? What do you think about this?
I think it spreads to other people and leads to things not being so good because you need to be the light of the world, not the darkness of the world.
That's what I think too. So, what happens, which means that if you have negativity thing, which means you are spreading something demonically, like you have some kind of demonic shadow that's hovering over you, and you accidentally spread all this weird dark shadow demonic thing. It's like your emotions, like say if you're angry about something and you're not feeling like yourself, this is what it comes to. It's like you're creating some kind of demonic thing. They are actually tied to your emotions.
Yes.
And if you're angry and pissed off, which means you're literally creating something demonic. Like say you're being a bully. Bullies like to bully the weaker people, like children, for instance. Your bullies are negative, and they are the ones who are creating this demonic thing, and then it becomes like its own person, starts to learn how to walk. The darkness is like literally attached to the bully who likes to bully people for no reason because it's fun for them. That is not okay. It's a horrible thing. You don't want this. All you want to do is spread some light, not dark. Be happy and just be very kind. And the light will spread all over the place, and you are safe. So keep the darkness away from you and from everyone else. So shit happens a lot, but make sure you have protection. Like a talisman, salt, sulfur, but just to get rid of the sulfur, but make sure your house is fully protected. Pray, call for the ghost hunters. They're very professional. They've been doing this for years, since before my time. Let's go to number 7 before I sign off. Are we haunted by spirits or by our silhouettes?
I'm going to say spirits.
I think it's spirits too, because 8 years ago, when we lost my stepdad, bad things started happening, or before. Before we moved to the woods in Kearney, Nebraska, I started hearing voices. It's like I'm being haunted or being chosen to hear the dead and see the dead somehow. We are being haunted by the dead because they wanted to communicate with us, trying to tell us something's going on. They need help. They want to find closure and justice. It's not just a silhouette. It's actually being haunted by ghosts who are sad, want to know what's happening. They don't know that they're dead, or they just cannot accept being dead. That's the reason why we are haunted. Just like in the actual true story of Sarah Winchester. When her husband died, she lost her child too, by some kind of disease that killed her daughter, whatever her daughter's name was. Mm-hmm. So Sarah Winchester was haunted by the spirits. They told her to build a house somewhere in Syracuse, I think. I can't remember where, but the lucky number for Sarah Winchester was 13. 13 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, 13 steps, and a bunch of other freaking rooms that have no elevators. And staircases that goes to nowhere, including doors. So this is what happened. Sarah Winchester was haunted by the dead. They told her to build an actual freaking house. So once she built a house, and it's the only way to keep the spirits away from her. So she built the house to confuse the spirits, trap them. But when Sarah died, the house was did not continue being built, because a lot of people died by building a house. So Sarah Winchester passed away in 1922, and the house is still there and still being haunted by the dead. And yes, if we ever go down there, I would freak out a lot if I get lost somewhere. And clearly we might have a lot of paranormal experience, but still, I would not be afraid by the dead, but I would clearly freak out by getting lost of the entire house. The house is really confusing, so this is the reason. Yeah, this is the reason why Sarah Winchester decided to move somewhere and build a house for years until she finally passed away. So, yeah, we are haunted by the dead, just like Sarah Winchester was. So, anyway, we are out of time. We're about to hit the road. So, thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for being part of the show.
No problem.
And please leave me a comment down below if you choose to. I will not be doing live streaming from this YouTube for a while, but because I'm going to Cabo with my boyfriend for 1 week. But afterwards, I will be back on YouTube Studio in 2 weeks. So we are leaving on December 7th, which is this Sunday. We will be back on December 15th, so I can continue working on this podcast. So I will see you back here in 2 weeks. So thank you guys, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a happy Christmas. Stay safe, stay warm, and happy Christmas to you all, and just have fun. So happy Christmas, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. We will be doing the story called The Train That Skipped the Station, which is story number 13. It's on episode 64. So thank you guys for watching Ghosting with Anya. Please click like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Happy Christmas to you all. Bye.